to you about the contempt of court and how I believe, and no one else has come up with this theory, complete setup from the beginning. Now, I would like to go into it with stages like 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I mess up numbers, just remember I'm a little blonde, so just bear with me, okay? Now, the setup. The setup, first of all, was when Lil Woody went to court and he said he's going to plead the fifth. And he adamantly said he was going to plead the fifth. Now, I don't know if Little Woody was a part of this setup, but I'll get to that in the end. But when Lil Woody said he would plead the fifth and not testify, as soon as he answered and said, okay, I'm going to testify in the trial, he got on the stand and Attorney Hilton asked him, what is his age? And he didn't want to give it to her. So he just, after that, said that I'm grown, I'm an adult, I'm grown. And she just doesn't know how to warm up to people. She's trying to be a mini Attorney Love, and it's just not a good look. So when she did that and asked him a few questions, he decided, I plead the fifth. Now, I believe that when he pled the fifth, instantaneously, Judge Glanville said, I'm filing, come and get him. He's in contempt of court. He didn't even wait till Attorney Hilton asked any other questions to see if he was going to plead the fifth on other questions. He just waited right when he pled the fifth one time, and he locked him up. The first setup, I believe he was in on it, Judge Glanville. I believe he locked him up on purpose. I believe that when he did that, he did it on purpose. And once he did it, Attorney Love, Part 2, got up there and argued that he shouldn't be locked up, and she would ask the judge to release him. Part 2, I guess she felt like she would gain some credibility, the good cop, bad cop. Oh my goodness. Nobody else thought of this, but I thought of this when it happened. But I just didn't want to put the video out because I wanted to see some things play out. Okay, she got up there and said, it doesn't do a benefit to anybody that he's locked up. We didn't bring him here to lock him up. We would like to ask you, Judge, to release him. Part 2. Part 3 was when his lawyer was out of town. So conveniently, he was out of town for that Monday. He didn't show up for court. And Lil Woody, had to get another attorney. Well, just lo and behold, the other attorney that he got was a public defender in the past with the DA office of Fulton County, Georgia, Miss Bumpus, who probably is trying right now, you can see her on the internet doing interviews, to make a name for herself. She's going to have a YouTube channel next. Watch and see. Just watch and see. Allegedly. All of this is alleged. It's the disclaimer. It's for educational purposes. It's from my understanding, your understanding, our learning, our growth in this legal system that we're dealing with. And for us to just really, really see behind the scenes of all the hypocrisy, all the ludicrous, all the unjustness that is going on in Fulton County and other courthouses, but in Fulton County Courthouse specifically right now, that's what we're talking about. Immediately, Attorney Love got up there and said it didn't do any good for him to be there. He's pleading it was just so presumptive. Judge Glanville gave him contempt too fast. Judge Glanville is not a very good actor. Even when he does the case, he's not a very good actor. You can tell when he's going to side. Now, this was all before Brian Steele and the contempt and the recusal and all the backlash he got. This is pre-backlash from the recusal. Oh, thank you. So then this is what they did. Who is that? Thank you. Is it Liz? Litz. Hello. Um, I forgot I had this live set up to stream like on Sunday. I put it to set up on Sunday. But anyway, this is what happened. So Attorney Love got up there and said, it doesn't do any good. Judge, we would like him to be released. Good cop, bad cop. Judge Glanville was the bad cop. Attorney Love was the good cop. So when she came in and said that, lo and behold, we didn't know on Monday the ex parte hearing or meeting, not hearing, was going to happen. Lo and behold, on Monday, the court didn't start till 11:30. They went into the chambers. Part 3. In cahoots, they had Attorney Love, Attorney Hilton, probably some of her cohorts that sit behind her. They had not only her, and they had the guards in there, and they had the judge in there. So I can imagine, if you all know Attorney Love, I can imagine Attorney Love saying to Judge Glanville, please, Judge Glanville, but Your Honor, yes, sir, Your Honor, yes, sir, well, can we just have this conversation and just talk to him a little bit? And either the judge fell for it, which I don't believe he fell for it. I think he was in on it in the beginning. He fell for it, or he was in on it, allegedly. They went into the chambers, they got Woody in there, and they began to tell him that he was going to be there for 2 years until all the defendants are prosecuted. He's not going to be there doing jail time. Now, keep in mind that I think little Woody, he got out like 2023, and this happened right after that. They knew, Fulton County, Georgia knew that they were going to do this RICO once Woody did his 5 years or 3 years that he did. I don't know how much time he did, but he had just gotten out. Fannie Willis filed this RICO in the court and filed Trump's RICO, all that together, election year this year. This woman is a Black, ambitious woman that come from the gutter, because the way she did her thing, she from the streets. She for the streets, y'all. She for the streets. But anyway, she set these cases up, and that's another story. You can look at my other videos when I talk about her and Nathan Wade. But she set these cases up to come right after Lil Woody got out. That was the main thing. And they had all these videos, all these interviews. In these interviews, he did all this confession that now he says on the stand that, oh, I was just saying anything to this one because I know how this one thinks, Attorney Gaither, and I know how Dennis thinks, and I know what to say to this one. And he's really pretty good on the stand in working around being a snitch. And just so happened, this young man got up there and got in contempt, went into the chambers. They had an ex parte meeting, did not include the defense, and met with a witness that was sworn in to testify. It would have been different if he hadn't started the testimony and everything. His former attorney complained to DA Love a lot, he said, to leave his witness alone. She was violating, she does things by hook or crook. She doesn't care how she gets the job done. She's going to get it done down and dirty. She is. So what she did was she met with the judge, met with all these people, and they talked to him and told him, you're going to be in here a long time. So you need to make a decision. We're on your side. I'm the one that got you out, allegedly. I'm Attorney Hilton. I'm the one that got you out, young man. And I asked the judge after you went and got locked up, I asked him in chambers to have this meeting for you because I knew you really didn't understand. Your lawyer didn't help you understand very well. So then during this meeting, Guess who he has to represent him? He happens to have Attorney Bumpus. Attorney Bumpus was a former district attorney that knows all of them, knows the judge, knows all of them folks that are on the side of the prosecution. So not only that, number 4, see, I skipped 3. See, I'm blonde already. Number 4, she used to be a girlfriend to Woody. And so she played her role afterwards. She got up there and she said, Your Honor, and he said to her, You're fired. I don't want the lawyer. She's fired. She can go. And she said, Your Honor, I'd like to approach the court in chambers. I don't want to approach the court out loud. The judge said, I need you to put in writing, da, 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 da. And he set her up for a hearing with him some days later. Well, she got on the internet on YouTube to clean it up. Number 5, step 5 of the contempt setup. She got on the internet to clean it up, spilled the beans, said she used to date him, and that Woody did that to release her because she didn't want to be tied down during the whole trial. Just a really good story, you know, a good story for a dummy. A good story for a dummy. If you're dumb, you will believe the story that he fired her. Now, he fired her in court. If you saw that court day, you have to catch back up on the videos and see. He fired her in court. The judge said she needed to represent him through the duration. And he said, no, she's fired. He wanted to get her out of there. That was all part of it, allegedly, in my opinion. And then after that, she gets on YouTube fame and starts going on the lead attorney who, oh gosh, when I hear him talk, I think, oh my God, this boy needs to get him a girlfriend because he's just so full of lust. Allegedly, lead attorney, you know, I ain't got no problem with you. Don't come for me unless I send for you. But lead attorney, he got her on his channel and he talked to her with the other lady. I forget her name. I'll say A because I think her name begins with an A. She has a YouTube channel and she sometimes works with the lead attorney. I don't know how she can stomach sitting there with his comments. I'd be done cut him up sideways and threw a whole lot of shade at him and he would never come back from me. But anyway, let's get back to it. She got on there and told that she used to date Woody. He did that for her to release her and that she has a court hearing with the judge in 5 or 6 days. Well, I don't even know if it was any paperwork on the court hearing. I don't remember seeing any, and I don't remember seeing any. It was supposed to be on the 26th, I believe, that he was going to meet with her in court and talk to her about staying on the case. We haven't heard about that because immediately on Monday, after the ex parte meeting, somehow it was leaked that meeting occurred and the defense was furious, and they should be. They uncovered it. They got themselves in a mess. Oh, what tangled web we weave when we first tried to deceive. I know. That's one saying that I have. And then I have another saying, acting a lie is worse than telling a lie. So anyway, the judge was up on the bench getting ready to start at 11:30, and Attorney Steele, with his smooth, intelligent, great lawyering. If I was a white girl, I would just like Attorney Steele. I think he's bad. But anyway, black or white, you know, I'm not like that biased, you know. I got children that got white girlfriends. So anyway, he got up there and he told the judge to his face, y'all had a secret meeting, an ex parte meeting. We were not included. We were not informed. He went by the book and said, now you're going to have to be a witness, judge, or you need to recuse yourself because this was improper, inappropriate, downright dirty. He might as well said downright dirty. So the judge looked at him shocked, like, how did you find out? How did you find out about a meeting in my chambers? He tried to make it all about that, just to hide the fact that he did wrong. Now here you are with your hand caught in the cookie jar or in the peanut butter, digging you out some peanut butter with the spoon. Not let nobody know you're just eating the peanut butter without the jelly. You done got your hand caught in the cookie jar. And your response was to attack an attorney that is a credible, bona fide, bad attorney that knows what he's doing and knows his stuff. So when Attorney Steele came to the judge and told him, we found out and we want all the records, all the transcripts, we want all the dirt, we want everything that happened in that meeting. And Judge Glanville immediately said, who told you? Who told you? Who told you about this meeting? How did you find out? You got 5 minutes to tell me how you found out, or I'm going to put you in contempt. Throwing his big weight around with his big bobblehead. He should be on one of those things on the dashboard with a bobble. I wish I could patent that. I would make some Judge Glanville bobbleheads, and they would go like this every time you hit a bump. This is crazy. So when you go back and look at that video, look at the video I made before this. When you go back and look at that video, you need to know that this stuff was set up. That contempt was set up. They did that good cop, bad cop on purpose, and they didn't think they would get caught with their hands in the cookie jar. And that was the first time I saw Attorney Love's head staring straight ahead. She wasn't doing like this, rolling her eyes and looking mean with her mean mug face, looking like half man, half she man. She wasn't doing all that stuff. That day, they sat there quiet because they got themselves caught. They got busted by Attorney Steele. And what does the judge do? He says, I'm citing you for contempt now. So you got 2 contempts, one on Friday, one on Monday, cited by Judge Glanville to Attorney Steele. Soon as it happened, you got 25 lawyers that came and showed up on his behalf. You had Ashley Merchant come and represent him and tell the judge, you're wrong, and you're going to have to do something. You're going to have to do something. Attorney Steele said, you're going to have to be a witness because we need a witness to that meeting. We need transcripts. And then the judge offered some redacted transcripts to redact some of the things that were in the meeting. How low can you go, Fulton County? How low can you go? You might as well get on the strip pole and see how low you can go, because you're really doing it down and dirty in Fulton County. Now, let me slow it down. Like the YSL do. Boy, I tell you, this case is just a big uncovering of mess. I'm excited about the uncovering. I'm excited that it's happening. Attorney Steele, they sent it up to the Supreme Court. They couldn't put him in jail. The Supreme Court waited on it to rule, and they could not. And 9 out of 10 judges agreed with the filing, with the motion that was filed. The only problem is that you have Chief Judge Glanville. He's a chief judge, chief justice, chief judge in that seat. Not only that, y'all got to remember, he's backed up by the United States government. He's still in the military. He's still connected. This case, everybody keeps thinking he'll get recused, he'll get taken off. My prediction for this case is it is not going away. Number one, no time soon. Number one, it's money. It's money and it's election time. Number two, judges tend to find a way to side with each other. Yes, they do. And they don't like to put away a colleague like that. Even though there was a judge that was taken off the bench recently, a female judge. Yeah, they'll do that to a female judge in a minute. But and this type of behavior, it was incomprehensible. Is that a right word? Did I say it right? Did I say it right, y'all? I hope I did. But anyway, this judge is not going anywhere. This case is not going anywhere. Nobody wants this case. Nobody. So they ain't going to try to recuse him. They ain't going to try to upstage him because he has the government backing him. He's not going nowhere. He's not going nowhere, guys. I don't even know why, but they have to file these motions for the appeal. They have to file these motions so they'll get the appeal if they lose. I don't believe they're going to lose. I believe they're going to get a good verdict. And one of the reasons why I think they're going to get a good verdict is not because of what's happened up till now, but what happened at the wee hours of 3 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. Once they see that, and I know that the people in Atlanta, Georgia, and Fulton County knows what happened by now on Saturday. I'm not going to tell it on this video because I'm going to do another video after this. But once they see that, they're going to believe this thing right here I'm about to tell you. But let me tell you the last reason why he's not going to get off the case. Most of the people said he didn't want to get off the case, call it a mistrial, because he did that before and a young man got killed that he called a mistrial. They let him go free and he killed some more people. So that was the first reason. Now, all of this going on, any other judge would be recused. Any other judge would be set off the bench. Any other judge would would have to do these things. They're letting him go. You know why they're letting him go? Last point. Why they're not letting him go. Sorry. Why they're not letting him go? They're not letting him go for the simple fact that we are going towards a militant society. There's going to be new laws changed. There's going to be a whole round of RICOs that are going to start going on to fill up prison systems. That's their new plan. That's what I believe, allegedly. There's going to be things going on. So they're letting him go rogue a little bit. But now, with the contempt and Ashley Merchant stepping up, being the attorney, 25 lawyers coming to represent him, I'm surprised Fulton County is not rioting this courthouse. It's just crazy. In Chicago, where I'm from, they would be probably doing a riot. They would have picket signs. They would be out there fighting. They would be doing some justice themselves. But Judge Glanville's not going nowhere, in my opinion. I could be wrong. They might take him off the bench. The last but not least, he's not going anywhere. He's backed by the government, and nobody wants to pick up his case. It's like an auto mechanic. No auto mechanic likes to work behind another auto mechanic. It's just really just bad business. Don't get a shade tree and then get another shade tree mechanic. It's bad business. My daddy was a mechanic. My brothers were mechanics. I know about cars, and I know they don't like to work behind each other. So as far as this case has gone so far, they're going to let him fix it. But guess what? This happened, and it backfired on them, and it turned the tables. The backfire was that all this attention now is on Fulton County by lawyers everywhere, people everywhere that weren't looking at the Young Thug trial, not following it. All the attention is there now. So with all the attention there, Fulton County is going to let him get his shine. But guess what it did? The next hearing that they had on what to let in the court and what not to let, what to redact and what not to redact, Judge Glanville was about this much humble. He ain't humble all the way, but he was about this much humbler. and he was ruling in favor of not putting certain things before the jury from the videos that Attorney Hilton was trying to put in. And he was ruling in the defense favor. So it's like a give and a take. And he realized that what he did with letting that meeting get out and doing that meeting, he realized, I got to save face. There's an election coming up. I may not be recruits now, but I ain't going to be here after a while. When this is over with, they're not going to have me. And he probably has to agree to resign and get a pension and get a severance. Judge Glanville, Attorney Hilton, Attorney Love, Fulton County, the DA's office, Miss Bumpus, all y'all set this up. Now get back to Woody. Let's talk about Woody. Let's go over here and talk about Woody. Lil Woody, I think you were in on it. Just a little bit. I think you were in on it because you wanted to save face. I think you were in on it. You're an actor, and you said to them, look, we got to make it look like I want to plead the fifth. I don't want to do this, because I got to get back on them streets. I got a reputation. Y'all gonna mess up my reputation. So if y'all gonna use me, if I gotta come, So he said, y'all got to do it like this. I don't think he agreed with it. I don't think he liked it, but I think he came out of there with his own terms. And I think that he told them, I'm pleading the fifth. Because when he went in that ex parte meeting, he told them, I'm going to say that I killed Donovan Thomas. And they said, well, you will not have that immunity and we will lock you up if you say that. So you can't say that. Attorney Hilton said, if you lie, I will not lock you up. What attorney tells a witness, if you lie, I won't lock you up? And then the judge did not tell him, when you leave this court, Mr. Woody, whatever name they call him, when you leave this court, make sure that you don't talk to nobody, that you don't get on social media, that you don't do this, that you don't do that. He didn't have those rules. I believe in them chambers, he said, and I'm not getting on video. I'm living my life. I just got out of jail. Y'all want me for a witness. Y'all got me my back against the wall. Now, this is me being on his side and saying he wasn't a part of it. My back is against the wall. Y'all coerced me. I'm here now, but you ain't going to stop my flow in the street. You're not going to stop this because I got a lot of dirt on y'all. I can tell a whole lot of stuff. I just believe he did that. I do. And he is an actor. So from the contempt to getting back out and on the stand and testifying, I believe that all that was a setup. I don't know who else believes that. Do you guys believe it? And I'm talking about the Young Thug trial. When somebody said who, I'm talking about the Young Thug trial that's going on right now in Fulton County. Fulton County Courthouse, the Young Thug trial is going on. So if you get on there, check it out. You'll know what I'm talking about. Just start watching from the last few videos. This is what I'm discussing right now on this live. So what's going to be the end of this? Last but not least, what do you think? Tell me. What do you think is going to be the end of it? That's what YSL does. That means we ain't snitching. We ain't saying nothing. They do. That's what they do. The NBA, some of the NBA players do that too. They go. So what do you think is going to be the end of this? What do you think? Do you think that it's going to come out differently now? The judge is kind of being a little more non-biased because he's being watched closer. It backfired on them. They did not expect to get found out with their hand in the cookie jar. My prediction is, after I do the video on what happened at 3 a.m. on Saturday, my prediction is there is going to be a lot of unrest in Fulton County. I believe that they're going to win this trial. I believe these guys are going to win. They just had a severed trial with 4 or 5 defendants, and they offered them a plea deal. They didn't take the plea deals, and the judge said, "Well, I'm just going to say this," and got all mad. "You're not getting any more plea deal offers. That's it." That's illegal. Lawyers are always supposed to be able to offer a plea deal anywhere through the course of a trial. They can offer a reduced sentence. It's not up to the judge. It's between the lawyers. They're doing renegade in Fulton County, y'all, and they're doing tricks and trickery. And I believe Judge Glanville and Attorney Love and Attorney Hilton got rabbits in their hats. I believe they got some up their sleeve. Presto! Had to come to you real quick, do a live, and let you know. I believe that the contempt was a complete play acting farce of a setup. Lil Woody doesn't like it, so he wasn't all a part of it. So when they get on his toes, he lets you know on that stand, "Keep on talking to me and playing with me. I want to jump over this desk and just snatch you up, Miss Hilton." If you go on live on social media, Lil Woody is on live. He's doing live videos. They couldn't tell him he couldn't be on social media as a witness. They told everybody else, "Don't talk to nobody, don't watch the trial, don't do this." He didn't go through his usual. He didn't go through what he usually says. And Lil Woody got it going on. He got immunity. But will immunity protect him in those streets? I think he's going to be okay. But the next video you got to watch that I do, it's not going to be a live, but you got to watch that video because it will tell you some more shocking details that just happened on Saturday. So tune in. I'm going to sign out. Didn't want to talk too much. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for the compliments on the live in the comment section. And please like my channel, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell because I don't get on all the time. I'm not like a routine person with this because I try to be led to do it when I think it should be done. All right. Take care. This is Graceful Exposure, and I am signing out.